In this video, we are going to talk about transferring a QGIS project and its associated data from one computer to another. Now, there are two things that you're going to need to copy over. One is the QGIS project, the .qgz file, and the other is all the data that you're referencing within this QGZ file. Bring the data without the QGZ, and you'll have to reformat all of your layers and create new print layouts. Bring the QGZ without the data, and nothing will display because the links to that data won't exist anymore. So the things that we need to pay attention to is we need to take a look at all the data that we have that we're using, with the exception of our base map data. That will automatically port over from computer to computer. So in the case of our dome data, that would be our dome bound, our New York State lakes, state shoreline, dome trees, and dome canopy height. We'll need all of those things to bring over. So a good rule of thumb is to try to save all of your data into one folder along with your QGIS project folder. So if we come into dome data and scroll through, I'm just going to do a quick check that I've got everything I need to in here. So I've got my state shoreline, I've got my New York State lakes, I've got my dome trees, I've got my canopy height raster, I've got my dome bound, and then I also, down at the bottom here, you see this little green guy down here, I've got my YouTube QGIS. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go back, and I know everything is in this Dome Data 2020 folder. If I'm on Windows, I'm going to right click and go down and click Send To. I'm going to click Compressed Zipped Folder. So I've just now created a zip folder with all of the data from here. I could then email this to myself, pop that folder on a thumb drive, and really easily move it over from one computer to another. Now, if I was going to put stuff on a thumb drive, I could also just copy this this entire folder over to that thumb drive, and it would still work. I'm going to delete this just for now. If you're on a Mac, you're going to need to right-click or command-click, and I believe you will get a command Add to Archive. That'll automatically create a zip file called Archive. You might want to rename it to give it a more descriptive title. In the next video, I'll show you what to do if you bring that data over and some of those data links are broken. See you next time.